All right. So, welcome. We back again, once again, time and time again, my friends. And yes, here we are. Every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, in between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be hosting this live stream. I took last week off. Just needed a little break. Sometimes you need a break. Come back a little more fully focused than you were before. So that's where we're at. And before we get into it, go ahead and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You have the post notifications turned on, and as well, just give the thumbs up to this live stream for more live streams to come, man. To change to Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday just to give a little more opportunity for these live streams to take effect in the market, as well as more people to just get a better understanding of the market throughout the week. It's a little easier to follow if you don't have to get one at the very end of the week where there are no more trading days to look forward to, like a Friday, or miss a day like this Sunday, going into Monday, and then having only Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to trade the market. So before we get into it, I would like to say that this week may be a little bit slow to begin with. So we do have Sunday, which normally opens the market, isn't as volatile as the rest of the week, and then we also have Monday, which is a U.S. holiday here, so there may not be too many opportunities going into this week, but we can sure as heck take a look at it. So starting out on XAU USD on the monthly time frame, I've been anticipating this move to the upside into this area for a while now. The market has thus blown above this area, this previous structure resistance that should act as resistance, but now we are breaking above that area. On the weekly, you can see that we are exploding to the upside quite aggressively as well, breaking above that area, and then dropping down on the daily time frame where we left off on Friday. We had a couple explosive moves towards the end of the week. Now, with this being a move to the upside, and a nice and easy retracement could come possibly around this area in order for a continuation to happen. Just looking for more continuation to the upside on this market. XAG USD monthly time frame pushing to the upside quite aggressively. We've already identified previous structure that the market should be attracted to. If we do look at the weekly time frame, you can see that on the weekly we had a level marked out that we did not want to see the market break above, and in fact it came into this area for a nice rejection of previous structure resistance, now turned support for more continuation to the upside. And then if we do look at the daily time frame, you can see that there was a lot of consolidation, just a lot of sideways movement in this market, a couple fake outs, double bottom. Then we've now exploded to the upside. If we do possibly get a little more continuation and then a retracement, there could be more possible plays for a continuation to the upside into some of these areas that we've identified on the monthly time frame. XBT USD monthly time frame pushing to the upside, reached a level of resistance right around in here, started to show a little bit of rejection on the monthly. But if we do look at the weekly time frame, you can see that on the weekly, after we exploded to the upside, we broke above some levels of resistance, and we've thus come back in to retest that level, respecting that level as structure support. And if we do drop down to the daily time frame, you can see that twice this market so far has came into this level and has yet to break below it. So we could see a possible move to the upside, breaking above this area for more continuations on this market, but we're not like to see the market break above some structures of some levels of structures before we start to get into any opportunities on this market, just to get the highest probabilities we can for the best results. Now, if we drop down to US oil on the monthly time frame, came into this level a few times, but we are also below some levels right in here, so we're kind of trapped on the monthly time frame. If we do drop down to the weekly, though, you can see we are just consolidating right in this area, moving sideways, where anything could possibly happen. If we do start to get some breaks above in this level, we could see more continuation to the upside. But then as well, we do have some markets down in here, some levels down in here, that if this market does break below, we could see more continuation to the downside. But if we do drop down to the daily time frame, you can see we do have a level in the market that we are just kind of trapped in between. We had the nice and easy M pattern that came back and retest the neckline that you would like to see, and then we are getting the momentum to the upside that could provide more continuation to the upside. But just being patient on this pair is probably the best idea. Euro USD, a monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame of Euro USD, we did have some levels in the market right around this area, previous structure support, that we wanted to see act as resistance, then got broken and closed above, so it should act as support. And then since then, the market has came back, retested the area, and used it as exactly that. So we had nice and easy, the most common pattern in the market, just breaking and closing above structure, coming back to retest the structure that was broken as the opposite for more continuation of the trend. And if you do look, we do have the retest right around in here on this weekly time frame that we can see retested the market and then exploded to the upside. On the daily time frame, we do have an impulse here where if we get some sort of retracement coming back to some highly likely and probable areas, we could see more continuation on Euro USD. GBP USD monthly time frame pushing to the upside, starting to break above some levels of support that once broken and closed above should be retested and acting as support. So we could see some strong levels in the market being used right here on the weekly time frame as well, where we do have a breakdown and then we do have some sort of W formation that we could see retested before we start to see the continuation to the upside for a higher high to be created. Now if we do look at the daily time frame, you can see we had a break above some structure, come back, retest that structure for more continuation to the upside to create a higher high. If we do get the continuation of this impulse and the end of this impulse for some sort of retracement back down into some of these levels, we could see the market continue to the upside, as we do have a pretty strong level in the market right around in here that once we are above it, we're staying above it, and then once we are below it, we're staying below it. So as long as we are above that level in the market, we could continue to look for buys on this market. AUD USD monthly time frame, previous structure support right around in here that should act as resistance, did act as resistance, and from there then got broken through. And then if we do look at the weekly time frame, you can see that we are just making moves to the upside. We identified in previous live streams that we did have a level in the market right in here, and that until broken and closed below, we could not look for continuations to the downside. Once retested that area, we exploded to the upside to create a nice and easy impulse. Then if we do drop down to the daily time frame to get a little more in-depth detail of what happened, is we had a break above some structure, come back to retest previous structure resistance, now used as support for more continuation to the upside. We could see a possible retracement back down into some of these levels for more continuation to the upside on this market. USD CAD monthly time frame. On the monthly, we do have a nice and easy break above structure, come back, retest structure for more continuation to the upside, but we are starting to get some sort of complex correction where we could see another retest down before we start to see the market create a move to the upside. If we do drop down to the weekly time frame, though, you can see on the weekly we are retesting previous structure right in here, and we have not yet broken and closed below it, where we could see more continuation to the upside out of this market if we do get rejected from this level. On the daily time frame, you can see we are starting to come into some levels of support, or finding some levels of support right around in here. From there, we could see a possible break above some structure, but we would need to see several levels of structure broken on the daily time frame before we start to look for possible buys on this market. NZD USD monthly time frame. On the monthly, kind of trapped in between previous structure resistance and current structure support. So we could see just possible plays in between this area. And if we do drop down to the weekly time frame, on the weekly, what we can identify is that the market did break above some levels in here. We do have some sort of level right in here, and then as well head where we could see possible areas right around in here being used as the right shoulder. From there, got rejected out of this market and looking to make moves to the upside, and we could see possible continuations on this market. And that's just from the weekly time frame. Now if we do drop down to the daily time frame, what we can identify is that we do have a level in the market right around in here that is previous structure resistance, and until broken and closed above is also acting as resistance over here. So if we do get the break and close above, we could look for more continuations to the upside on this market. USD CHF monthly time frame. On the monthly, did break below some levels of structure, came back to retest that level of support that was broken, being used as resistance now, and rejected to the downside on the monthly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you can see on the weekly candle that did come retest and get rejected. Then we also had just an indecisive candle moving up and down, but did close bearish. And if we do drop down to the daily time frame, we can identify that the market did create some sort of M pattern, break close below, come back, retest the neckline, a pattern that completes 80 to 90% of the time. Even though we did come retest these highs, we are starting to make moves to the downside, but currently just trapped in between structure resistance and structure support. A breakout to either direction could prompt further trend continuation. USD JPY monthly time frame on the monthly, breaking to the downside very aggressively, moving to the downside on the monthly. And if we look at the weekly time frame, you can see we've just been stepping down, creating lower lows and lower highs on the weekly time frame as well. And then if we do drop down to the daily time frame, you can see that in past live streams we've called it out almost all the way down. I've called it out that the market's just breaking and closing below some structure, coming back, retest previous structure, broken for more continuation to the downside. So we do have an impulse to the downside as of now. If we do get some sort of retracement back into what would be probably some of these areas right in here, we could look for more continuation to the downside on this market. Now we can go over BTC USD on the monthly time frame. As previously identified as well, previous structure resistance, all this area can be used as support, and we are starting to see that acting as of now. On the weekly time frame, you can see we did get an explosive move to the upside out of this area, right around this 16,000 area, 17,000 area. So we had a move to the upside where we failed to break lower. So we are looking as if this market wants to make some sort of attempt to create some higher prices. So I know a lot of people are excited with this candle right here. And if we do drop down to the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, we can see that this market started to make a big run up, and from there we could see a nice and easy retracement back down to retest previous structure resistance that has yet to be retested, that was broken and closed above. So now we're starting to see a little more activity on Bitcoin. It's starting to get a little more volatile on this market. So yeah, it'd be nice and easy. It would be nice to see an easy retracement into some of these levels for more continuation to the upside, if that is exactly what the market wants to do. But just simply from a day trading perspective, that would be the highest probability trade to look for, is a nice and easy retracement back down to previous structure for more continuation of the trend. So be careful. I will say that with Bitcoin. But other than that, if we don't have any pairs anyone would like me to go over in the chat, or any questions anyone would like answered, please feel free to ask any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. But if not, hopefully you watch this live stream and gain some information. So every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, in between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be hosting this live stream just to give everyone a better opportunity to take advantage of the live stream and the information in it. And then once again, make sure you are subscribed with the post notifications turned on, and you drop a thumbs up on this channel whenever you do watch any of the videos, whether it be the live streams or the free educational content posted on my channel. But with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and let you get up out of here. Go enjoy your Sunday. I don't see any too much, but yeah, hope everyone has a profitable week on and off the charts coming up this week. And until next time,